So not long ago, my 8-year-old was pouring a drink when the container slipped and the juice went everywhere on the counter, the floor, his clothes, just about everything. My first instinct was to say, I told you to use your hands. But then I saw how upset he was already, so I paused. He was staring at the juice spreading across the kitchen floor, so I caught his eyes and I asked if he wanted a hug. He looked surprised, and I'm sure in his mind he was like, you're not mad at me. Honestly, I was mad. This could have been avoided if he had just listened. But I also knew he needed something else in the moment. He needed me to connect before I correct. I told him, it happens to everyone. It's okay. We all make mistakes. As we hugged, I could feel him, calm down a bit. Later, after we cleaned up together, we talked about using, both hands when you're pouring drinks, especially when the container is quite big. So we're going to talk about connecting before correcting. It's not always easy, I will say that, but it builds trust, it strengthens our bonds with our children, and it creates a more supportive environment for them, to grow. So with you today, I'm going to be sharing 7 habits of a positive parent, including connecting before correcting. The first one is connect before you correct. So when we connect, kids move from a defensive, reactive state to a more receptive one. So come here for a hug. You seem to feel really strongly about this. Tell me about this, whatever the issue may be. Number 2, ask for help when you need it. You get the support you need and model the importance of speaking up. So I took on a lot this week. I will see if my friend can help me out. So always ask for help. Number 3 is make time for yourself. Our children will never choose to give us a break. We need to make sure our needs are met. I talk about self-care all the time. I need time to relax for 10 minutes. I'll be available after. I can't take you for that party now or that occasion now. Maybe you might have to use the bus. Number 4 is set firm boundaries. Clear boundaries help children thrive and make parenting easier. My answer is no. Feel free to disagree or agree before a time so that there's no conflict. Number 5, stay flexible. Be open to changing your mind. Try new approaches and find what works for your family. I would like to try something different tonight before we read a book. Let's talk about. Number 6, lead with love. When we connect, kids move from a defensive, reactive state to a receptive one. Like I said, come here for a hug. You seem to feel very strongly about. Tell me more. And then number 7, be an active listener. Connect and ask questions instead of making assumptions. So you say things like, thank you for sharing that with me. I want to talk more about this to understand your perspective. When you adopt these positive parenting habits, you build a deeply connected parent-child relationship over a long period of time. You just see that some things that other parents might be struggling with, because you've put these things in place, it's much easier for you as you journey through parenting. So tell me what you think. Like this video, share, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.